all the Patreoners survivors. That's what I call you guys. Still survivors. Hope everybody's well, because what's going on in this world, obviously, it's not. There's been a lot of things unfolding. And to me, I don't understand like how there's still so many people who just cannot see what's going on. And really, it's right in our faces. Now, they had the deadline for the mandates in the state of New York on yesterday. This is over 4,000 EMT workers, New York City firefighters, and policemen are now don't have a job because they refuse to get this. And it doesn't make sense, like I said in the previous videos, because the cities are raging with crime. So if the cities are raging with crime and y'all talking about they need to have a poke for health risks in regards to health issues, and then you have people who are succumbing and being ill because of their health being affected from what they allegedly dropped out here, then you're going to find the EMT workers? So y'all don't see how they set all this stuff up for failure and setting up the cities to be even more inundated with crime, inundated with disease, inundated with death? With these people, with them not having these type of people to be a service to the community, these big cities not going to make it. Just not going to make it. A lot of rural communities won't need it, especially when you're dealing with elderly people, retired people. You know, a lot of us, we've got so used to the system and depending on these services and programs such as the police department and the EMTs and even some teachers, the teachers and the fire department. These are very crucial programs and services and organizations that we depend on as a community. So I think the best thing now, we're going to have to start forming our communities in regards to people who are in the health profession, like doctors and nurses, people who are in constructions, people who are plumbers, people who are farmers, military type of people who could protect the community. And we're going to have to just take it upon ourselves and take care of ourselves and take care of one another. This is the world that we're living in now. It's not going to get any better anytime soon. They have pretty much done the most damage already. I've said this before in some of my videos because I want people to realize what we're dealing with is very severe. It's nothing to play with if you're not preparing yourself and you're not constantly having survivalism on your mind. And I'm not saying constantly have it on your mind where you worry. No, it's not about worrying. It's about being prepared. And that's your insurance, so you don't have to worry. But and totally being self-reliant, getting off this grid. I don't think that we're going to make it if we continue to be on the grid. Y'all, these light bills are I'm telling you, I don't see how we all haven't come together by now and said forget their lights and all your solar. Forget their gas bills, forget their water bills, because the water is nasty anyway. Believe me when I tell you, it's disgusting. I don't drink it. I don't brush my teeth in it. All my water is being purified before I consume it or even bathe or shower with it. It's disgusting. I've already told you guys the many stories how I've been in tropical storms, floods, and hurricanes and tornadoes in Texas, and that water be so nasty. It's been times when there wasn't a natural disaster and the water was nasty. So we're just doing better, just digging our own well and having our own everything what we need, y'all. That's where my mind is. I'm building on one of my properties as we speak. Found a barn house, a little small, really small, from Home Depot, HomeDepot.com. No, I'm not giving them no shout outs or nothing like that. You guys can probably find something cheap on Craigslist or cheaper on the internet. But I saw this and I purchased it, and they would deliver it and you could set it up or you could pick it up, on my land. I'm starting off real small. I don't have a choice to. But I figured that it'd be better doing it that way, and in the end having less going out. Because right now, a lot of us don't have a lot coming in like we used to because of the mandates, because of everything that's going on, and we have so much that's going out. I figure getting established on my homestead, on my property, It might be a little bit more costly right now, at the beginning stages, but in the end, it's going to pay off. Property's paid for. If not, you giving them $200 to $300 a month. I even talked to these one people that I do business with. I have a property on another property. Well, I've talked them down to $150 a month. Y'all, it can be done. And I only gave these people $500 down. And of course, you have to make sure the soil is good. There's no soil erosion, because you don't want to try to have plant a foundation somewhere and that soil is not good. That's not going to be good. So of course, you have to look into all these different things. And I talk about that in this class. If you go back to some of those survivalism classes on how to get land and this and that, I talk about all that. But I just feel like it's more feasible. And it's more wise to do that. Raise my own farm animals and live off the grid. Grow my vegetables. Wash my own clothes by hand like I used to. Eventually get a wash and dryer, but those things happen later on. When you start small, you have to do it like our grandparents and their parents did it back in the day. I'm all right with it because I was raised like that. It doesn't bother me. I don't care about their system and they fancy this and they fancy that. That's going to cost us all our life, literally. And every doggone dime and dollar we get, I'm not about to be doing that. When I go to the market now, I'm going for preps. I don't like to consume and buy a lot of that food now because I feel like that food isn't real. It's been compromised, and that's allegedly, but that's how I feel about it. And it's too costly. So I'll get a couple of this, couple of that, mostly beans and rice, some fresh produce. But I feel like it'll be so much better, once I have my own food. And what I've been doing is intermittent fasting, preventing from spending so much money in that market. It is ridiculous, the price of food in these markets. It's insane. So I fast a lot. It doesn't bother me. I like to fast. My mind be more clear, my face and skin be more clear, and I have money in my pocket to do what I got to do to establish myself on my homestead in the country. Because there's too much money going out. Y'all, the prices of everything it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Boost Mobile had this program. I did it for my mom. She's on, she gets like government social programs and if you guys get these programs, you can pay $25 to Boost Mobile, get a phone for free for 6 months. I'm looking into all these different things, y'all. It's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, it's all kinds of things out here, and I'll talk about them more in my survivalism class. I don't sit up here in front on the internet like I just have it like that, because I don't right now. So I try to teach others ways in which I do things to cut around the corner from spending all this money. And if you own these social programs, you don't have to pay those highlight bills. If you have elderly people in your family, or if you are on like what they call it, the EBT thing, the food stamps, the Medicaid, the WIC and all that, you qualify for different programs where you don't have to pay the highlight bills, and you don't, not if you're just sitting your butt on the system and you're just using these programs. I'm talking about people who really need it. People who are sick like my mother and they're elderly and people like that. Because the times that we are living in, y'all, you got to start setting yourself up now. If you are on these programs and you're elderly and whatnot, if you have elderly parents or even young people who may be sick or whatnot, and they get on these programs right now, you talk to the people about the programs they have with the social programs. In regards to if you receive any of those social services that I just mentioned, you will get a major discount. Your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, and your phone bill. We have to start doing these things now, y'all, because everything it's off the roof. I believe they're trying to starve us out. A lot of people are not going to be able to afford food, and that's going to drive up the crime in outstanding numbers. Make sure you have something to protect yourself, because y'all, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all see these people stealing out the market. They stealing food out the market already. They having these fights and stuff. You saw what's going on at Golden Corral. That's everywhere by now. I'm telling you, y'all, You just have to set yourself up and cut out on your spending as much as you possibly can and live as frugal as you can. I don't mind going to get some hand-me-down clothes from Goodwill and all that if I had to. That don't bother me. Or not wearing 3 and 4 different outfits in one day where you got to wash all your clothes and you use up more energy and they're gonna rape you with your money. Just throwing their money away. So you guys keep surviving. Please follow me on my other platforms. And if you're interested in buying land, I do have some land for sale on my website. I have some things for sale on my website to keep yourself warm. It's about to be another monster storm coming up. If y'all follow Weatherman Plus, y'all know all about it on YouTube. He's very accurate with the weather. Very accurate. And I got some things to keep you warm and that you can cook with for those who can't afford generators and don't have other sources to cook and to stay warm, because we are in these dark winter months. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can by way of Cash App. That's Zan Harold, ZANHARROLD number 1, just 1, Zan Harold 1. And I really do appreciate it, you guys. I hope that these videos can help you and bring you insight also to what's going on around us and how to prepare for it. We know there's a problem, so now it's preparing for it. And my suggestion is always to become totally self-reliant and get you some land. I think that's a great thing. It's one of the greatest assets that you can ever have. Watch this world. Watch the weather. Smell your water. Purify your water before you use it. And keep surviving. ZanHarold.com.